Hello, hello, hello. I was trying to see how much I could actually multitask. So, how is everyone? And I am still dropping stuff. Phew. I hope everyone has had a wonderful Monday. Thank you all for hitting those thumbs. I am working on a mitered blanket. Miss C sent me, I thank you all who are here. I have to read from my television. It's a little far away because it's coming up slow on my computer. So, hi, Auntie Vi. And I still call you Auntie Vi. Hey, Joan. Oh, my goodness. The mitered blanket is not for me. I know we fuss about me not doing things for me, but I just love to crochet. I just I love to crochet. That's my passion. Crocheting and writing. And I'm a little mad at myself because I've not done a lot of writing over the past 3 years. And I have, my publisher is waiting for work from me. I have a book coming out. Hello, I love to crochet. I forgot your name that quick. And Pebbles. Oh my goodness. I am 61, so I am well past the forgetful age. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Please know that it's my head and not my heart. Tank, sorry. I am so glad to see all of you. I really, really am. But I do have a novel that is on Amazon. It's titled Jordan's River. And for those of you who don't know, my government is Catherine Teresa Lane Hodges. The book is written under Catherine TL Hodges, and it is available on Amazon. I also have 4 books of poetry. 2 are erotica, and 2 are for everyone. So I do have published work. It just takes me getting back to this keyboard and getting it out there to my publisher. But I've been on this and I'm absolutely loving it. Hello, Chris. I hope I'm catching everybody. I really do. It's like really, really tiny on my computer. It's a tad bit larger on the television, just a tad. So, what is everyone working on? I personally, like I told you, I'm working on the mitered blanket and I am sipping on water, just water. And with the amount of fluid pills that I take, my mouth stays very dry. They recently upped me to a total of, well, it's supposed to be a total of 120 milligrams of Lasix a day. No. Mm-mm, mm-mm. They had to fight me to get 80. So I'm sticking with the 80. I just, I can't see myself promoting that type of problem. I'm scared to take potassium. I have to take it because of the amount of Lasix that I take. So, hello, 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 everybody. And I thought I remembered your name too. I am so sorry. Okay. Susan goes by Tank. And Ricky. Ricky. Okay. Thank God for the ability to read because the memory. Hmm. I do the cough drop thing from time to time, but here lately it really hasn't been effective. We are hoping that if we can get this surgery to go through, then a lot of my problem might be alleviated. Part of the issue, I'm retaining water in my lower extremities. And part of the reason is because I have a very large penis. And when I sit down, bend over, stand up, it's pressing on my thighs. And the blood is able to go down, but it's not coming back up. I don't have a so called blockage, meaning I don't have a clot or anything, but it is kind of pressing on everything. So everything is being documented, everything is being sent in to the insurance company. We have a doctor who's on board. So they have set up a consultation for me. Even though the insurance company is fighting as hard as they can, I don't know how they're going to handle it. I have very wonderful suggestions or avenues to go, thanks to Auntie Vi and Darcia and Pebbles. And I am going to get on that. But my doctor keeps telling me, don't worry about it. We got you. We're going to make it happen. And, I think the biggest thing is, hey, Darcia. I think the biggest thing is I I've been chubby all my life. I don't have a problem being chubby. I was a chubby cheerleader. I was a chubby basketball player. I was a chubby softball player. I was chubby when I ran track and threw the shot in the discus. I was chubby when I marched in the band. I was a chubby mother. I have never been small in my life. It is not a weight loss thing for me. It is a quality of life thing for me. Granted, I do need to, want to, and am going to lose weight, but I need this problem alleviated so that I can do that on my own. I don't want them to go inside and change anything. I just want them to remove the problem. So I'm not looking for what I can work on, but I need to be able to work on it. I'm a very active person. I'm an outdoorsy person, but that's been taken away from me because I've been restricted because of this. And that's what I'm looking for. And I think that's the biggest argument that I have as far as they're concerned. Everybody's looking at it as weight loss surgery only. That sounds good, but I'm a realist and I understand that this will be just a small part of that. The biggest part of weight loss is me. I have understood that all my life. But when all of this started getting out of control was during a time that I was bedridden at one point in my life. And my refusal to eat ended up with me being forced to eat. And I kept telling people who were force feeding me more than I wanted. I've had enough. To them, it wasn't enough. And they just kept giving and kept giving. And I'm like, I'm not comfortable. And I finally, when I got well enough to get up and start doing things on my own, I was able to control that a little better, but the damage had been done. So alone, I have come 60 pounds down on my own. So, like I said, it's not a matter of it being a weight loss issue. That part I can do. I don't have a problem with that. But I want to be able to work on it. I want to stay active. I want to swim again. I want to go back to the gym again. I want to be able to walk around my neighborhood. I want to go outside and play with my grandkids. I want to be. Joanne's is right across the street from me, y'all. I'm a yarny. I mean, I want to go to Joanne's. I want to walk to Joanne's, and Joanne's is like 3 doors down from Planet Fitness. It's right around the corner from Michael's, which is right across the street from Dollar Tree, which Joanne's and Planet Fitness is right across the street from Walmart, which is right next door to me. So all of these places that are available for me to walk to, I want to be able to do that. So yeah, exactly. Treating me with dignity. Exactly, Ricky. Thank you. Oh God, Joan. Me and my sweater. Me and my sweater. Um, Kind of happened like me and a lot of things that I do for me. It got to a certain point and I put it aside, and I know that I need to get back to it. And I don't know how to put everybody's comments up. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to. Okay. You go ahead and multitask, Michelle. That's fine. And Auntie Vice saying hello to everyone. Darcia is saying hello. Michelle and the Teddies. I love the huggies. Body types are given us on purpose. Absolutely, Tank. Absolutely. Everybody's not meant to be the same. I've never had a problem with me. My mom, I thank my mom and my grandparents for that, because going back to the very beginning, first of all, I wasn't supposed to be here according to man. I'm the second of twins. My twin did not make it. But when she was born, my mother was told that I would not make it. And then they had to take me by cesarean, and I came out breech. And I went through a series. Now, mind you, I was born in a Catholic hospital. So, they don't believe in cesareans. So I'm here for a reason. I'm here on purpose. But I have already started looking for those Auntie Vibe, because I know that it's going to be at least 6 months of recovery. Um, I remember when my mother had a major surgery. She had a complete hysterectomy and she had to wear one. So I know going into what I'm going to, I'm going to need the same. But after making it through that, when I was 7 years old, I had scarlet fever. Was told I was not going to survive that. I'm here. I also sustained a really, really bad head injury that put me in a coma. I've lost a lot of I am legally deaf, y'all, which is why I teach a lot of ASL on my channel. Um, Not only am I teaching it, I'm learning it. Um, and I was told from that coma that if I woke up, I was going to be a vegetable. First thing I did was ask my mama for a McDonald's cheeseburger. So, like I said, I'm here for a reason. I don't have a problem with me. I am very, if there were things about me that I could change, getting rid of that penis is the thing. I'm even happy with my wings. I am. I told them they don't have to do anything with my sweet rolls. They're mine. I can work on those, but I want to be able to function. That's it. I can barely walk. Exactly. Hey, my bathroom is right there. I mean, it is literally like 3 steps away, and it takes me from 3 to 5 minutes to get there. I had to put it aside for a moment. I'm going to show you why in a minute. I really want to see your sweater finished. I do too. And you know what's really bad? Uh, for the last couple of days, I've had to get on my scooter and go to the store. And it's like really cold here. So the poncho that I made for my best friend, it's like I used double strands. It is so warm and it's like perfect for what I need. So I bought like 3 balls of the Value Pound Plus in the colorway of Varsity Red, um, to make to cover me and my scooter. I'm not going to start it yet because I do have to finish my sweater, but I so want to start on that. I do. Let me see. Different reason. Exactly. If I make it into the store without I have to use my scooter for everything. I have to use my scooter to get to the store. You are absolutely right, Ricky. I am. My daughter tells me that all the time. She's like, Mom, don't give those people a hard time. I'm not giving them a hard time. I'm telling them how I feel and what needs to be done. One thing the insurance company wasn't ready for when I talked to them, I told them, I said, you know what? This is my disability. This is what I have to draw from. I have not started drawing my Social Security yet. I said, but I paid into this. This was my savings all of those years that I've worked, and they were taking out taxes. And you're telling me that I can't utilize my savings account the way I need to? We got a problem. Then give me back all of my money. Ooh. Scarlet, we don't know. Well, my heart condition is called hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. And talking to my original cardiologist, we found out that it can be hereditary, which I have been encouraging my kids to please go get checked because the earlier you catch it, the better. My heart function has been down as low as 23%. We finally got it up to like 68%, and that is like a major improvement. But to me, being as strict as I am on myself, I want to see better than 68%. I want to go in there and see 80 and above, so yeah. Tank, see if you can get one. Push your insurance. Get your doctor to stay on it. I had to get my doctor to stay on mine. I am going to work on this sweater. I promise. It is a big turn. And my chat won't go up from here. Everything is just kind of frozen. Can you all hear me? Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, but I'm a fighter. I've always been a fighter. My grandfather was hard of hearing. He was diabetic. He had glaucoma, and he was very hard of hearing. And he started teaching me the ASL alphabet when I was a little girl. I wasn't really that interested as a little girl. And then when I got older, I started dating a young man who was totally deaf. And I was like 19 and Major was 21. And I was interested, but not as interested as I should have been. Even knowing that I had massive hearing loss at that time myself. But in 1988, I gave birth to my second son. His name was Christopher. We called him Scott. I found out 2 days before he passed that he was deaf. And I decided then to buckle down and start learning. Uh, but then when he passed, I kind of pushed it aside again. And now, um, 3 years ago, I was homeschooling my grandson, and I started teaching him everything in English, Spanish, and sign language. I'm not as fluent as I would like to be in Spanish, and I'm nowhere near where I need to be as far as ASL is concerned. I do where I'm supposed to wear hearing aids, but I feel like I'm on an ocean or on a beach at the shore, and all I hear in the background is shh. And they say it's not static, but it's so nerve wracking when it's right in your ears and that's all you hear. So I opt not to wear the hearing aids. I do a lot of lip reading, a lot. But that is my story. That's me. Tell me, those whatever craft you do, what got you into your craft? Oh, I'm sorry, Pebbles. Mm, I don't know about a cochlear implant. Um, I don't know if my mother asked about it if I was younger, but I never even considered it. But I think I kind of fear it, that close to my head. I already suffer from migraines, and I don't know. I think I kind of fear that. Uh, I had an y'all. I got life experiences. I went and stayed at a friend's one weekend, and they had a little bit of a pest problem, and one got in my ear, and it drove me crazy. It crawled all the way down to my eardrum and curled up. And I stayed in the emergency room for 6 hours with them poking and prodding in my ear while I'm awake to get this thing out, for them to finally say, well, I think you need to go see an ear, nose, and throat specialist. Fortunately, we found one that would take me that day. Fortunately. And I said, please don't tell me when you're pulling it out because they've tried and it hurts. And she stuck this little vacuum thing in my ear and she's like, well, can I tell you when it's out? And I looked and it was in the tip of the vacuum. I was like, that was the worst. Hurry back, Chris. And Pebbles, I know we find a way. We find a way. Um, I lost my vehicle. I say lost it because it costs more to repair it than it's worth. Um, so my scooter has become my source of transportation. If it's too far away, of course, through my insurance, I have to call for a ride. But that's basically for medical things. So I've made myself blessed to live close to so much. Everything is right around here. But excuse me, I make do. And there are stores that I go in sometimes that are not scooter friendly, so you still have to Make do. That's when the grandkids go with you. And trust me, the three of us have learned to ride on that scooter together. At 6, I learned at 5. Oh, yeah, almost 63. Happy early birthday. I like making things with my hands. Back in the 70s, it was the thing, and it was. I had my first crochet hook in my hand, and it was January 5th, 1969. I was 5 years old, and the lady that used to keep me taught me to crochet because I was hyperactive. My mom was refusing medication for me, and she wanted me to get my butt somewhere and sit down. So she taught me to crochet. Absolutely. Well, I've been crocheting for 56 years and I'm still learning. Absolutely. We still daily we learn. Yep. And what I get about the crowded aisles is that people will see you coming and still won't move. When I go over to Walmart, the aisles are large enough that I can go down one side and a person with the wide basket can come through the other side. And inevitably they'll get right in the middle of the aisle. And I start doing my look like, I know you see me. Well, happy retirement. Happy retirement. And may it be such a blessing to you all. I pray that you all get to do things that you've always wanted to do, that, I pray that all of that comes into fruition for you. So, guys, also, those of you who are seasoned, what do you fear most about our lives? And I'm not necessarily being political, I mean, just in general. What I'm noticing is that the generation of today, I have not, Chris. I've not. A lot of mine has come from books and people that I know who are hearing impaired. But I'm noticing the generation of today, not only are they entitled, they're kind of rough with it. I remember when I was coming up, we reached out and helped people that needed to be helped. We said, excuse me. We held doors open for people. I mean, even I on my scooter, if I see somebody coming and I know they're struggling, I will push that door open with my scooter to help them get in. And it just it it scares me, and it adds to my anxiety when I go out and I see the heartless way we're treated. But I said all of that to tell you all that I am grateful for you all. I am. Not only, being forced into disability, not only do you all give me something to do, you help me to understand and realize my purpose. And I'm grateful to you all for that. I am. So if you all think that you haven't done anything or you haven't touched anybody, I'm here to tell you that all of you have touched me in a magnanimous way. You really have. And, I sit back and I reflect on that, especially during this time in my life. And I'm truly grateful for all of you. Some of you know that I lost my mother on Father's Day. Uh, back in 2019. My mother was a single parent, so we always did Father's Day really big. And as she slipped away, um, we would always try to outdo each other. I just kind of whispered to her, "You had to get the last one in," and kind of chuckled as I kissed her forehead. Um, Not having a father around, uh, and her having to play that dual role meant a lot to me, and she taught me to play that role because I had to do the same thing with my kids. Um, I'll never forget my son. My son Melvin, he's a veteran, an Army veteran. But he came in the house when he was 8 years old. He grabbed 2 garbage bags, the duct tape, a pair of scissors, and he asked me for some yarn. I'm very stingy with my yarn. What do you need yarn for? So I get up and I peep to the door and I'm seeing what he's doing. He cuts the garbage bags open. He duct tapes them together. He pokes little holes around the edges and he's weaving this yarn in and out. And he brings the scissors back and he puts them away. He puts the duct tape away. He thanks me for the yarn as he gives the rest of it back. And then he goes outside. Comes back in about 15 minutes and he folds it up real nice and neat. Sitting here and peeping out the window. I'm seeing him climb up to the roof. Highest peak. Next thing I know, whew, the mother in me, my heart dropped to my toes. I wanted to cry. I wanted to jump out of the window, go grab my baby. Are you okay? Why would you do that? All I could see was, but I had to put my daddy outfit on. I took that big gulp. I took my time walking to the front door, walked outside. I go over, I look down at him. You all right? To which he says, "Ugh. Get up and take all my furniture and put it back on that front porch." And then I went back inside and cried. I love my babies. I absolutely love my babies. My daughter, I live with my youngest daughter. Or should I say we live together? She hates it when I say I live with her. But we sit back and we share stories of the past a lot. Like the first time she learned to ride a bike. First time she learned to ride the bike, my baby was 5. Nope, I think she was 6 years old, and she got on a 10 speed, way too big for her. She got 2 good pedals in and went straight into a ditch. This is my tough child. This is the one that she's gonna be all right. I didn't have to do like I did with my son. I got ready to run to her, and my next door neighbor said, "She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. Leave her alone. She got to learn." I'm standing there at the edge of his porch. I'm watching her. She gets up. She untangles from the bike. She goes in the house. All she had on was some shorts, some 2 small shoes. These shoes, I got to tell you about the shoes a little bit later. 2 small shoes and a little spaghetti strap top. She went in the house, put on a long sleeve shirt, some jeans, and some tennis shoes when they got that bike out the ditch. And she kept getting on that bike until she got it right. I was like, go ahead on, little mama. Hello, BB. I feel medication will no longer. Yeah, Chris, I feel you. I feel you. Today at the store on the sky. Oh, Good job, Pebbles. Yeah, he thought it would work. He thought Mama was so mean. He thought Mama was so mean. Um, Pebbles, I feel you. I had always made it a rule of mine when I got my income tax returns. Whenever I would go into the grocery store, the person in front of me, I would pay for their groceries. Um, I had my reasons for doing it that way. That to me was my form of tithing. Um, but yeah, and you always get that. Are you sure? You really don't have to do that. And when I drove cab, yeah, y'all, I did it all. When I drove cab, there was this one homeless lady named Miss Mary. Oh, I loved that woman. Everybody couldn't stand her, but I absolutely loved her because she was so blunt. She would tell you what she wanted or ask you for what she needed, and I picked her up one day, and I didn't want to offend her. So I got her like a gift bag. I went to Bath and Body Works and loaded her up with some things and got things that I know that because we have an Oasis place here where they allow them to take a shower a day. They have limited bed space, but they feed the homeless twice a day as well. But every morning, I would pick Miss Mary up and take her to the 7-Eleven. And one particular morning, I got there and she was already there. And as soon as I stepped out of my cab, she was like, I want a cup of coffee, 2 creams, 2 sugars, and I don't want a little bitty one. Knowing how Miss Mary was, I was like, okay. And here again, she was my senior, you know. So I made sure I got her a large cup of coffee, 2 creams, 2 sugars. I told her to keep her cup. I gave her a $5 bill. I told her, look, for the rest of the day, if you need coffee, you keep your cup. That way you'll only be paying for a refill. So she would do that. And every morning she would hit me for that cup of coffee. I got you, Miss Mary. I got you. So I eventually bought her a mug. So you just use this mug. I can't keep getting that first cup of coffee. Pebbles is a sweetheart. Pebbles is a sweetheart. Hey, sis, how are you? Y'all, I got a video coming out on the 29th. I am learning to record my videos in advance. There's a lot that I'm learning, and I am thanking so many of you. So please, if you will, make sure you drop in and see that video because I believe in giving flowers when people are still here. And I just want you all to know how much you mean to me. But there are 2 people in here right now that I hear from Joan every day, several times a day. And I kind of feel like, even though we're like 4 hours apart, I kind of feel like she's my sister that I could sit right here and talk to. Every video that I put out, Denise, my other sister, always says, hey, sister. When I do a live, she pops in and she says, I'm here. Like I told you, you guys don't know how much you all bless me. And it just makes me feel so, so, so good. It really does. You guys are just, you touch my heart, you touch my soul. You just, and some of you in my eyes are like, you're like rock star status to me. Um, that's the best analogy I can use. Um, so like Auntie Vi, and I know it's DJ, but I say Auntie Vi, and you accept me for me, and Pebbles, and Darcia, and oh my goodness, Auntie Maureen, and Auntie Carrie, and Auntie Froggy. That's another reason I've been kind of stepped back a little bit from the videos because I reached out to Auntie Froggy because I needed help with editing and writing patterns. And she sent me in the right direction. So I've also been doing a lot of studying And I'm hoping that as the new year comes in, I can show you guys what I've learned and I can put out better quality videos and just do a lot of things that are more engaging because I love this community. I absolutely love this community. I'm grateful to be a part of it. And I just want to spread that love. I do. Absolutely right. We are, Joan. It is a wonderful community. It really is, Ricky. It warms my heart to be able to not only share our crafts, but to share our lives and know that it's safe. It feels good to be in a safe space, and you guys are just, you're absolutely wonderful. And I cannot say thank you enough. One thing, please don't forget tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central to 7 a.m. Central on Christmas Day, the all-nighter with MDL. Y'all, I'm learning so much Tunisian from him. That's coming up next year too. But before we go, I want to show you something. You see my mitered blanket? I am working on it. Most of this was Temu yarn, and I used it until I ran out. And then I used the ombre here, here, here. So when I got tired of looking at ombre, I went to the watermelon Value Pound Plus Big Twists. And that's what I'm going to finish this with. I caked that up today. I got like 3 really nice size cakes. So that's what I'm doing there. And because the sweater was asked about, no, I haven't gotten any further. But this is my sweater, guys. See my ribbed edging? And that's what it's going to be. And all I have to do is the back part, the back shoulder and neck part, and the front part here. And then put the sleeves on. And it's going to have a hood. And it's also going to have pockets. And I'm thinking of making the hood and the pockets a different color. And if anybody knows, my go-to color is Auntie Vi. What's my go-to color, Auntie Vi? Thank you for the encouragement. I showed the sweater. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. But I have a compulsion. I love to start things. My grandson went to the bus stop, got off the bus the other day, and he was shivering, and I don't like to see my babies suffer. So I kind of started a scarf. It's going to have the hood on it. But he made me mad yesterday. So we put this down for a little while. And he's been better today. You're absolutely right, Auntie Vi. Purple is my go-to color. So I think that's what the pocket and the hoods are going to be. And the hood is going to be on my sweater. Just being me. So you see and I have to make one of those, the scarf with the hood on it for my granddaughter. I have been working on detoxing my room. I have become the coloring cleanser for my room. And I'm using up my scraps. So this, that got started last night. Yeah. So I worked on this a little bit today. I have worked on this. My goal is I have at least 25 whips. And my goal through the end of January is to work on at least 3 whips a day. I still have a little time left in today to get to the third one. I'm going to finish this point out here, which I don't have that much to do. And I might work on my sweater, or I might work on my poncho. I have a poncho as well, yo. The problem is the starting of the things. This is my poncho. It's all shades of green. But I think this is going to end up being given away. I do. Because I have a lot of purple. And purple is my color. And I'm thinking that I want a purple poncho. The first thing I made when I first started crocheting was a poncho and a tam. So that is my poncho, possibly. And the other thing that I actually did finish, only because she said she does not want sleeves. And you'll see this in the video that's coming out on the 29th. I made a hooded vest for my granddaughter. She picked out her colors, and she said that she did not want sleeves. She just wanted the vest. So she got her vest. And it's just waiting to go in the machine and to be dried, and then she can get her vest. That is where we are. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I do need to finish things. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hmm. Hello? Can you hear me? Hi, Slushy. Hi, Shanita. I don't know what happened. I'm still feeling all of this out. I'm so sorry. I don't know if something got in the way. Is that any better? Because my yarn did fall over. But it is almost time for me to go. So I'm going to do some investigating. And I am going to just wrap this up and see what I have to do to work on it. But like I always tell you guys, please, 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 please love yourselves. Self-love is the greatest love of all. You cannot love anyone else the way they deserve to be loved if you don't love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. And you deserve the best. And know that I love you too. You guys have a great evening. I love you. I really love you. Until sometime again soon. I'm not on StreamYard. I have to get StreamYard. I definitely have to get StreamYard. But I love you guys a lot. Good night.